Welcome to the Secrets of Qigong Masters talk show. I'm your host, Lama Tantrapa, and I'm here to share with you the secrets that some Qigong masters don't want you to know about. Please enjoy watching the short version of this interview with our amazing guest. If you like what you see here, please go to qigongmasters.com and log in to receive free access to the full versions of this and many other interviews, as well as the information about the events, products, and services offered by Qigong Masters. Today, I'm honored to introduce to you a well-known Qigong master, Bruce Kumar Frantzis, who studied with O-sensei Morihei Ueshiba, the founder of Aikido, between 1967 and 1969, at the Aikido headquarters in Tokyo, Japan. It was his first in-depth experience with a top-level master of internal martial arts who was able to manipulate Qi powerfully and subtly. When Bruce was in Tokyo, another old man appeared while he was practicing his martial arts. When they started sparring, it was obvious that he was a high-level master. 10 years later, when Bruce was living in Taiwan, he was told that the man had been sent with specific instructions to begin teaching Bruce Qigong Tuina. By then, Bruce Frantzis has become an accomplished Qigong doctor who had worked on thousands of patients in Chinese hospitals with problems ranging from broken bones to nerve and organ damage. Years later, he also worked with cancer patients. When he was 32 years old, he had a car accident which resulted in massive injury to his spine. Although he wondered whether or not he'd be able to go and do martial arts again, he healed himself using Qigong, Tai Chi, and Taoist meditation techniques. In 1982, Bruce Kumar Frantzis was given a letter of introduction to his most eminent teacher, the Taoist lineage master Liu Hongqian, who accepted him as a student. Master Liu completed Bruce's training in the martial and healing methods of Bagua, Tai Chi, Qigong therapy, and Tuina. Not only did he train Bruce in the water method of Taoist meditation, but even passed down his lineage to Bruce, which is directly linked to the Lao Tzu, the author of Tao Te Ching.
That's where, when you talk about a master, when you have real lineages, nobody gets to be a lineage master without having gone through being vetted more times than you can possibly count, and being vetted by people who, as I said, really know what they're talking about.
Besides that, there is also the notion of a master in terms of a teacher, in terms of a person who imparts knowledge on the students.
Well,
so perhaps those people who are looking for a teacher may indeed need to feel the vibe, so to speak. They may be looking for a teacher who they resonate with.
One of the wonderfulnesses about America is that many people are educated and they actually have the ability to use a discriminating mind. So we can look at this from a few perspectives, which I think pretty much make it very straight. First of all, if you go to somebody and they make you feel downright horrible and lousy, the more, even if they're the best in the world, more likely than not, your internal resistance to what they're doing means you can't learn from this person. But then again, you could go to someone who makes you feel the best in the world, and if all you are looking for is a good social interaction, well, you got it. And if the people in the class give you a good vibe, well, if your interest was in recreation, you're having a good time, you're having fun, what else to say? I mean, that's what you came for, that's what you got. But if you're looking to actually learn something, there needs to be at least some minimal level of neutrality, and all the way up to they make you feel great, so you don't have any resistance to what they're doing. But then it starts coming down to, do they actually know what they're teaching you? I mean, if you had a person who only had a first-grade education and you want to learn about Shakespeare, they could make you feel great. The odds are, 5 years later, you still wouldn't be able to, read Romeo and Juliet. Whereas you could have somebody who was probably the best Shakespearean, professor in the world, but they made your skin crawl so much you wouldn't want to listen to a word they said. So again, you would have gotten nothing. You're looking to find whatever that mix is, whatever that balance is for you, that whatever vibe, whatever feeling they're giving off is good enough for you that you really can get into what they're doing. And then the question is, well, I mean, how far do you want to go? I mean, there is a very big difference between an MIT professor, just using it because it's a well-known school, or a Harvard professor in some very esoteric subject, and the guy at your local community college. How are you going to learn something at the end of the day, when you get past a certain point, by someone who doesn't really know what it is. That becomes a problem. And that's always been a very big thing in the Chinese arts, because a lot of teachers are very secretive. And so what the old way that they put it in China was this. The first thing is that, does the person actually know the subject? Do they really know what it is, in and out, and blah, 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 blah. The second one is, can they teach it? Some people are